Hello. How you doing, humans? Here in the green camping chair of glory. Uh, my last podcast adventure was talking to a Nazi for 3 hours. I need a palate cleanser. So here we go with a review for the Netflix movie Bright. Now, I just filmed an entire fucking review about 5 minutes ago, but the audio was messed up. So here I'm gonna go again, just for you to recreate my goddamn energy and in the momentness, you know? Alright. Bright. This was a Netflix movie. You may have heard of it. I don't know how you didn't fucking possibly not hear of it. They advertised it like crazy. It's directed by one David Ayer. And, it's about. You know what it's about. Lord of the Rings in the hood. You know what I mean? Now, original thought. Cool fucking idea for a movie. Very cool. I was excited about it. A big budget. Now, upon watching it, I have several issues I need to discuss with you right meow. One, David Ayer, the director. You may know him from films like his most famous is probably Training Day. The Denzel Washington. Like you want to go to jail, or you want to go home. He clacks his guns together. You want to go to jail, or you want to go home. Um, there's what else did that dude do? David Ayer. He did that tank movie Fury. You know the one with Brad Pitt and fucking John Bernthal and Shia LaBeouf. He did that fucking movie End of Watch, which I thought was just it still wasn't complete garbage, but it was trash. It wasn't garbage, but it was trash. End of Watch, the buddy cop movie with what is that movie? Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena. If you liked that movie, that's all I have to say. Um, he also directed, which I think is my main problem with this fucking guy, Suicide Squad. If you think Suicide Squad was anything more than a steaming pile of hamster shit, go home. Go home right now. Go back to your mama, have her slap you in the face, and raise you again from birth. Because Suicide Squad was god awful. Literal pile of hamster shit. Do you know how hard it is to get an entire pile of hamster shit? Hamster shit is really tiny. That's how bad that movie was. Suicide Squad was glittery garbage. Now, this movie brings me to Bright. Um, mm, Whoever the editor was in this movie, or maybe, I don't know, the fucking script supervisor, somebody desperately needed a prescription for Adderall. Because holy shit was this thing all over the place. There was about 9.5 different subplots that never really got fleshed out. Characters who just had such a small part and end up dying for reasons that don't really make sense. I hate to be this guy, but tons of just plot holes and things that make no sense. Like, I'm gonna spoil some of this for you. Hope you saw it. It's been out for a while. So you know those fucking elves that are like run the world, and I don't like to what they're implying there. Pale white things that run the world. No, I don't. I'm not into that. Uh, those elves kick like 14 SWAT team members' ass, right? There's like 19 SWAT team members with fucking guns, bam, bam, bam. And they like take them all out with like mostly knives, karate, and motherfucking like tiny handguns in that like strip club or whatever. They take them all out. But when they're gonna go kill fucking Will Smith and his orc partner Joel Egerton, who does pretty good, um, they like what do? They like smash into them with their car. You remember that part in the fucking convenience store? These master killer elves all of a sudden are just like just smashing around back and forth in a fucking 7-Eleven, and like somehow Will Smith is putting up a fight to these things that just murdered like elite police members with body armor and machine guns. I don't know. That's just one of the many plot holes. All of a sudden you turn around and five of Will Smith's cop buddies are trying to kill him. What? There's cholos and they're chasing a magic wand that just drips. Why is the wand dripping? I know I sound picky, but you know what? My big problem with this movie is there's a new conspiracy on the interwebs, on the spider nets out there, talking about how big old Hollywood, like old Hollywood as a business, as a giant entity, they are the ones responsible for giving Bright the bad reviews that it got. So I think the idea is that if Bright and Netflix were able to prove that a internet streaming, fucking internet streaming website can produce a major blockbuster and make fucking fat stacks of bread, aka money for you not so versed. If they were able to prove that they can make fat stacks at home in somebody's TV and not in the theaters, that apparently was supposed to be a threat to the old Hollywood establishment, so they tried to negatively review it so to get the movie to fail. I'm not buying that shit. You can put that on sale. You can mark it down half off. Fucking give me store credit. I'm not buying it. That movie was a mess. Put it maybe as a 4 part miniseries, even 3 part miniseries. Make them each like an hour long. Way better. But no, get those people some fucking. What's the best ADHD medication nowadays? Vyvanse? I don't know. It was bad. Will Smith was just doing his whole trying way too hard to be black thing. Uh, Other than that, very pretty looking movie. I'll give it that. Very pretty. The action was dull. I give it 6 sticky dripping wands out of 10. That's my review for Bright. Let me know what you want me to review next. I don't know if I'll review any of your suggestions because I mean you guys suggest some lame shit. I'm gonna be doing comic book movie reviews, whatever I'm into, because this is my shit. All right. If you want to listen, you can. If not, I still love you. I love you, humans. Listen to the podcast. You see me try to wink with both eyes?